everyone, Rachel with Back to Good, and today I am going to be working on the camper a little bit. As most of you know, we are getting ready to move onto our property and move our camper over there. We're almost done clearing. We got a little bit to go. We're going to wait till Sean's next couple days off, which are like Tuesday and Wednesday, I think, to make another big push. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, we have things around here, around the camper, that need to get done in order for us to get moved. And one of the main things that we need to do is we need to remove all the skirting over here. As you can see, I already kind of started because I was going to see how hard it was to take it apart. But over here, I took down the insulation that was on the outside of these pallets here. So I haven't taken down any of the pallets yet. But I at least wanted to take off all the foam around it, except at the very front of the camper where we have our storage at, because in case it rains, I don't want it to rain all in that stuff, because not all of that's in totes right now. So I want to try to remove as much of the skirting as I can today, and I also need to do a few other things. I have a Gorilla Cart tire that a subscriber sent to us because our Gorilla Cart has a flat tire, so I appreciate you sending that tire. We're going to try to figure out how to get it changed today. I need to get all the bikes out of the way and start taking off this foam insulation around the skirting, and then once we get that done, I'm going to try to tackle getting the pallets off around it as well, except for the front end. And a small piece over here, like where we have the refrigerator sitting and the file cabinet and the stairs to go into the camper. That stuff will probably have to wait until we dismantle the deck, because the deck is all pushed up against that, so I'm not sure if I can take that apart with the deck there. But we're going to get as much done as we can today, so let's get to work. Right here is my Gorilla Cart with the other foam pieces that I already took off, and we're probably going to try to reuse this for next winter. So I have them in order that I took them off here, so I'm going to number them, and that way we can know exactly where they fit when we go put it back together, hopefully. So it's worth a shot. So we got to set this somewhere over here. Get my handy dandy gloves on and pick these barrel lids up. So I don't know if they're sharp at all and don't want to cut my hands, so we got to get some gloves on here. And I wanted to take a moment to thank the subscribers. You guys are so amazing, and we love your support and your overwhelming kindness. And we did receive a few more gifts in the mail, but we're not going to show you guys quite yet, because they go with some of it goes with the kids' tents that we're going to set up for them for their bedrooms for privacy. Some of it goes with the outdoor kitchen. Some of it goes with the outdoor bathhouse. So we're going to unbox and reveal all that when we set it all up. So we appreciate you guys so much, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts for just all your overwhelming kindness. Thank you so much. Yay! I can't wait to show everyone. I don't know about you guys, but I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to use the top of those barrels for. Seems a shame to throw them out because I'm sure they have a really good use. And I just had a really great idea that maybe they would make really good target practice. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to paint a big old target on them. See how well we do. Anyways, it's good, worth a shot. It's perfect shape, so all right, back to work. Oh, and you know what? I think I'm gonna need to do some weed eating today because the weeds are getting a little out of control, especially around Xander's tent over there. We need to clear that up. Right where you guys are sitting, you're sitting in a big pile of weeds. Sorry, that was the best place to put you. So we need to cut down some of this grass, avoid little critter homes and hideouts. So, and on the other side of the camper, it's like a jungle over there. I'm not sure I feel safe walking over there with all those weeds, so we're gonna definitely probably need to clear a path over there. So we might be doing a little bit of that today too. All right, back to work. Oh, it's not needed. The sun has warmed it up. Take these gloves off. It's a little hard to deal with sticky tape, and I don't really need them on now. I just want to have them on the barrels, with the barrels. All right, well, it's time to move you guys around the corner so you can see what's going on, but I think we're gonna have to go ahead and do some of that weed eating to get back there, so come on. All right, so we're gonna clear some of this weeds out on the path back there so I can make sure I don't have any creepy crawlies coming up to me, so. Okay, I went a little crazy and went buck wild with the weed eater. Oops. But it really needs it. It needed a good trim. So I wanted to go trim around the trailer, and then I thought, well, why not just clear a little space to put the trailer, and then I'll come back and move the trailer, and then I can weed eat underneath it, make it all look nice over here. And it helps keep the ticks and fleas and snakes away from the camper. So I went ahead and I got the trailer moved, but I need to weed eat under where it was at. And I still have a bunch more weed eating to do around this way. But I needed to take a break, get some water and get rehydrated, wipe off a little bit, cool off a little bit. And I can reach a few more pieces of the styrofoam right here. So, or the foam insulation board. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move you guys around, and we'll get that rest of that taken off on this side as far as I can reach, and let some ventilation in underneath the camper. And I think we'll probably weed eat a little bit more today. So wasn't really planning on doing a whole lot of weed eating today, but it really needs it, and I need to get over here and around Xander's tent and everything. So I think we're gonna get as many poly boards off as we can, and we'll get back to weed eating. So let's go get back to work. Let me kind of take you and show you where I did so far. You can see Miss Lucy over here checking things out. Oops. So I got all this area here around, I don't know, 20, 30 feet back from the driveway here. And then we got around here. A little bit. There's still a lot of branches and vines and stuff around, so it's kind of hard to get to everything. But I'm going to set you guys up over here in the shade. And you can watch me get the rest of this polyboard off on this side. Alright, we got this side of the slide done, and I could already feel a big rush of air coming from the other side when I opened up the panel there. So I know it's getting some good ventilation now, so maybe that'll help cool it off in there too. Back in this area, we've got water hose all over the ground. So I don't want to weed eat right back here in this little particular spot. So we are going to try to see if we can get the panel up into right here down. So the front part is where all our storage is, so I want to leave that up. So if it rains, but I got a couple more panels that I can possibly get out here real easy, so we're going to try to get those out too. left the closet open to air it out.
Oh,
Somebody must have just let her in the
I just got up, so she's probably just
in there.
yeah.
Alright, I got all the foam board off this side here, except the front where the storage is, so I'm going to leave that part for now in case it rains. Also got all the miscellaneous tape off the edge. We do plan on painting the outside one day, so I'm not real worried about it. It needs some, it needs a rehaul. But I'm not going to get to the pallets today, but I am going to do a little bit more weed eating today, so come along. I'm going to go take a break and we'll be back in just a moment. Got all the polyboard removed from this slide down at the bottom. Got the polyboard from here removed. Got it all removed from the back side. And around this side of the slide. All the way around to there. That's where I started. So anything behind those cabinets or the refrigerator, the steps and all that, that's going to have to wait. And then everything along the front end up there, that's where our storage is at. So we're going to leave that polyboarded till the last minute so that in case it rains, it doesn't get any of our stuff wet. And this stuff behind there I can't get to unless we move everything. So we'll just wait and do the rest of it. But at least it's got some ventilation for now. Alright, I am back from my break. I'm going to head on over here, weed eat this little area where the trailer was parked, and we're going to head on over here. So let's get going.
Nobody needs to know. Surrender to the grief. Nobody needs to know. Let go. We steer it up, create rings. We make something out of nothing. If you believe, hold on tight. Scream into the night. Make it all glow. Dress up the shit inside. You're part of the rainbow. It's your right. Trauma in every cell. No wonder why we dwell. Medicine don't stand a chance as we dance. Lay down, bend or give in. I'll take your skin. Naked among them sins. Let go of what has been. Make it all glow. Dress up the shit inside. You're part of the the shit inside. You're part of the rainbow. It's your eyes. Now let it all show. Pave the way for the ones behind. Be the sun, not a gray cloud. Stand out. I said, be the sun, not a gray cloud. Stand out.
All right, guys, I took a break, got some water, feeling refreshed. And now we're gonna clear a little bit more of this grass. And then today is Sunday, June 22nd, and today is a very special day. Today is our daughter Lexi's 14th birthday. So she has chosen for her dinner that she wants lasagna. So I'm gonna go make some lasagna here shortly. So I only got a little bit more work time available, and then we gotta go get that birthday lasagna made. And then she wanted tiramisu for her dessert, but I have no idea how to make tiramisu, and we could not find one in any of the bakeries around. So she got an Oreo ice cream cake. But if any of you guys know how to make tiramisu and you have an amazing recipe, send it to my email if you would. backtogoodoffgrid@gmail.com. It's back to good, just like it says on the channel name. BACK2, the number 2, GOODOFFGRID@gmail.com. So send me a recipe for tiramisu if you know how to make it. But enough babbling, let's get back to work here. Okay guys, that is it. I am done. You didn't get to see some of it because I did move the camera, but it's all nice and clean all the way around here. I went up all the way by Gary's trailer there and got everywhere in between all the trees there, in our little walkway here over to the gemstead. I got everything behind the tent, in between all the trees, all of that, as far as it's been cleared anyways. I got over here, all this area nice and trimmed down. I do have more to do over that way, but I'm not real worried about that part right now. I am beat, and it's time to go make some lasagna. I did miss a little patch there on that. I should have did, but I'm not firing that thing back up. So, yeah, got all the foam board off the side, on this side. Oh, I just stepped in a mud puddle. I got me some glass bottles there. I need to find something to put them in. Ones that we found on their property here. That I'm going to use for a bottle wall one day. Got all this area over here mowed down. Got all the foam board off over here. A little bit of the grass mowed over here. And got all the foam board off of this side over here, all the way up until the storage area. A ton more weeds over here, so yeah. All right, that's it for today, guys. There's all the cardboard, or the foam board that I took off. It's all in order. So there's the first piece I took off to the last piece I took off. So I can number them if we want to save them and put them back on next winter. All right, guys. So I am done. I am dripping sweat, and I'm done for the day. It's time to go make some lasagna. Go tell Lexi happy birthday in the comments. And we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And I really hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's always a great day in Arkansas. See you later.